Good afternoon. This is Neil M. here with story time number 2. I'm about to tell a story about when I played football. And I'm going to dedicate this to my friend back home. His name's Stephen Colvin. He's the reason I'm telling the story. Good afternoon. Anyways, okay, so I was at practice. I'd never played football before. I was growing up like a little shy kid. I didn't like doing that kind of stuff. And so I didn't like football. And then my friend Steven, he goes, "Hey Neil, why don't you play football?" And I said no, because I don't like football. But then football season came, and I started playing football. I don't know why, because there's nothing else to do. And so I played football. And then the first day of full pads, I was a receiver, and Steven told me to run a route. And he was the quarterback, the guy that throws the ball to the other people that catch the ball. And I was the guy that catches the ball. And he was the guy that throws the ball. And so he was going to throw it, and I was going to catch it. And he says, "Neil, I want you to run 10 yards and then go to the middle, and I'm going to throw it to you, and you're going to catch it." And I was like, "I can do that because I'm the guy that catches the ball, so I can do it." And so I run 10 yards, and I turn, and I run 5 more yards towards the middle, and I see the ball. And I was like, "That's the ball! The ball that I'm supposed to catch with my hands." And so I was like, I'm going to catch the ball because it's coming right at me. And I looked at the field and nobody was around me. I was like, I'm going to catch the ball. And so I jump up in the air and I go like this, and the ball hits my hands, and then I get hit by a freight train. Literally. And so the next thing I know, I'm laying on the ground. And I jump up and look, and there's this big black guy. Am I allowed to say that on Facebook? there's this big guy, and I'm like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, I just hit you." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And so he was about 250 pounds of pure muscle, and I was like, "You just hit me in the ribs and you knocked me on the ground, but it's okay because I'm your friend." And so I walk over to my coach, I jog over to him, and he goes, "Hey Neil, what kind of cookies do you like?" And I was like, I don't know, I like sugar cookies. I mean, sugar cookies are good. And he goes, "Good, because you deserve some cookies for getting up after that hit. None of these other players here would have gotten up after that hit, but you did. And I'm proud of you. So tomorrow I'm going to bring you a cookie and put it right in your face mask so you can eat it." It makes that noise all the time, I don't know why. But anyways, and so after we got everybody sit down for a meeting, for like a football meeting afterwards, he goes, "Hey Neil." And I was like, "Yes sir, coach." "Hey, I'm going to bring you a cookie tomorrow. Everybody look at Neil. He deserves a cookie because he did good today. He's an example of what we should be." And I was like, "Coach, that's so nice. You're such a great guy." And so that was the story of me getting hit by a freight train, but getting a cookie in return. And we all lived happily ever after.